Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today we're going to be reviewing Thor Jane Foster, Mighty Thor's new uniform and tier 3. We're going to be doing both today, so we're, going to go as far as we can with this review. I'm going to talk about different rotations for the character, different builds for the character, but generally speaking, from what people are saying and seeing, she is a PvE powerhouse. So if you're looking for something for PvP, you're probably not going to get it. But if you're looking for something for PvE, you are in luck, because Jane Foster Thor does seem quite strong for that. Now, the rotation I'm using is a little bit different than what you may have seen other content creators use. There's two different rotations you can basically use. You can use a 5 cancel 3 and then wait to either cancel into 4 or not cancel into 4, or you can do a 5 delayed cancel 3, and then when the hammer drops, you can cancel that into 4. But otherwise, not otherwise, any way you slice it, she's very good. This is stage 19 with 1 support. She clears the first phase in 90 seconds. Let's go ahead and do the rest of it now and see how she pops off with the tier 3. Her tier 3 is like Falcons, so she's going to fly around. She's going to be an iframe the whole time, and she's going to do a truckload of damage. So high damage skill, long animation, and iframe are usually a recipe for success against most bosses, since they cannot target you. Now, her 5th skill is instantly cancelable, so you can always let that one go. Thor comes in and sort of greets you and does like a joint attack there. Her 3rd skill is cancelable after the hammer drops, like I've said, and then her 4th skill is not cancelable. So the 4th skill is really the only one that you want to let play out for as long as possible. But yeah, she rocks it, dude. She's rocking it. It's kind of hard to see, so I'm gonna wait until we get into the skill preview, but I wanted to start off the video by showcasing her damage before I even show you her build. I think that's what's gonna be really exciting here. There have been some crazy comparisons for her on the Discord and things like that. I'm not gonna go that far with the comparisons, but as you can see, more than, I didn't even think she was going to do all 3 bars, but she did 3 bars of damage with just her regular rotation, and now we can pop off the tier 3. We're going to quickly do 3, 5, 6, because I should have, I could have waited to delay cancel 3, but I didn't want to get guard broken, and I wanted to get the, almost before Thor came in. I wanted to get the accumulation for sure, because you get the accumulation right away. Well, look at that. 2.5 minutes on stage 19 with just 1 support. Now, what does that mean for her build? Well, let's check out her build, and then you'll understand why that's actually pretty dope. So the build on Jane Foster, yes, I am rank 500, which is quite good. We have 0 Odin's Blessings. We just have some 4-star and 6-star Uru. We have rank 4 type enhancement, which doesn't matter against Null specifically. We do have a maxed out ISO set. Because of the long animations on 6 especially, but 3 you want to cancel it as soon as the hammer drops. You do want higher than normal attack speed for Jane Foster. Don't sacrifice other important stats like skill cooldown and ignore defense for attack speed. But if you're 5% off from capping crit rate, but you can cap your attack speed, I would say definitely cap your attack speed instead, especially because she gives herself so much crit rate with, well, she gives herself 20% with this buff here, but that's usually more than enough to get you the rest of the way. You can soft cap at 55%. The ignore defense Uru that I have are not needed because I have basically every stat capped. And the really cool thing about Jane is she gives herself 100% lightning damage by default. Yeah, so she has a 60, I'm not going to buy boost points right now. That's for a different video. She has 60% base and lightning damage here, but then she has another 40% that she also gives to shock allies, and she gives herself ignore dodge. So what you can actually do, because there are, decreasing or sort of like diminishing returns on any one stat if you're stacking it, right? And she already has 100%. Oh, by the way, I revealed the surprise too early. She did that with no damage proc. She did that with a freaking CTP of authority. Yeah, exactly. So crazy damage from Jane. Really, really exciting. Let's talk about the uniform options really quickly, and then I'll go back to what I was saying about diminishing returns. I didn't lose my thought there. I almost did. Anywho, her uniform options, we got Hyperion, which is okay. Star-Lord, which is pretty good since he's part of the Epic Quest. Bullseye, which is pretty bad. He's being used now a lot as an optional because he's sort of like dead in the water with all the new speed villains. We have Loki, which is excellent, one of the best, or basically the best uniform option in the game. And then Cable. This one hurts, especially because this is old Cable. This is like 2017 or 2018 Cable. This thing is mega, or no, 2018 or 2019. Anyways, it's mega old uniform. I think it's 2019, but it's just, oh man, this thing's like ancient history. So a little bit of bad, a little bit of good. Anyways, diminishing returns. Because she already has 100% lightning damage, that's a lot, right? You could give her a lightning damage obelisk. You could give her a CTP of Judgment even, but you don't necessarily have to do that, right? I'm not saying that it's not the best option, but if you have an ignore dodge crit damage proc, for example, or something like that, that could also work for her. Now, my crit damage is already capped on her for some reason. I don't know if she already gives herself crit damage. So yeah, it's actually kind of tricky with Jane what stats you want to give her, because you actually don't need to give her crit damage on an obelisk. And then you don't really need to give her ignore dodge. You could, but she already has 40%. She has so many stats. So I guess you could still go with a lightning damage proc. I was just saying it sort of opens her up to other options because she already has a huge base of lightning damage. But honestly, she doesn't need any other stats. You go max HP, I guess, or something like that. Not that it was going to help you offensively. But anywho, as far as the skill preview goes, let's take a quick look at the rotation. So 5 is instantly cancelable. I'll show you the animation on 5 so you can see it's really cool. She passes lightning to Thor. This is one of the only like really cool thematic skills from this MCU update. I've been seeing a lot of comments lately on YouTube saying that the MCU uniforms have been lackluster, starting with Moon Knight, and I agree with that. And so I wanted to highlight an example of when they did a good job to, you know, give the devs something to look at. This is an example of a good skill that's unique, that's cool, that feels thematic, and feels like it's connected to the movie. We don't know if this scene is in the movie, but it feels like it could be in the movie. Whereas all of Moon Knight's skills are super generic and they're nowhere in the show, and the rest of Jane Foster's skills sort of feel generic. I mean, this probably could be in the movie as well, because throwing a hammer and having it bouncing is pretty much on brand for Thor, but it's just too generic in 2022 to be that important. But honestly, we usually let the devs get away with skills 1 and 2 because there's just too many skills to make all of them flashy and hype. The third skill, like I've said, is cancelable after the hammer drops. So there's the hammer drop. It's not when she flies away, it's when she comes back. She does create this cool tornado. So basically, as soon as it drops, you can cancel, and as you can see, the tornado will continue even though she's now animating the second skill. So this is where some technical importance is going to come into play, and so practice is going to make you better. Some people like to do 3 delayed cancel, 5-4, and I'll show you the animation for 4 later, but you can see Thor is there for the 5th skill. Other people prefer to do 5-3 and then 4. Thor does come in and do a couple of hits, but it's not that many. It's really up to your own personal preference. Some people like to start with 3 because it's the accumulation skill. Some people like to start with 5 because there's fewer hits at the beginning, so there's less chance of it triggering your proc. If you want to be super safe but do less damage, my suggestion is just 5 cancel 3 and let that proc, and then after 3 is over, then you can do 4. 4 is pretty cool. It's not that long of a skill, but it does have a lot of hits at the end. So that's why it's kind of an unfortunate skill. Like, it really ramps up there. See? Yeah, like there's a ton of hits at the end. So I think what they want you to do is like 5-3-4. But if you cancel 3 right away, you do not get any of the hits. But then you do get the hits on 4. So again, there's many ways to play Jane. You can do a very conservative 5 cancel 3. You could do a very aggressive 5-3-4 and just skip the hits on 3 in favor of the hits on 4, but you'll still get the accumulation on 3, which you can see right up there, Mjolnir Storm. Or you can do a more technical 5 cancel 3, delayed cancel 4, but I think that is going to be up to your skill level and up to how much patience you have for resetting if you miss procs. And then, of course, when you're ready for the tier 3 skill, you just want to cancel all of them into the 6th skill, and you want to let the 6th skill play out. You don't want to cancel the 6. It's just like Falcon. It does a ton of damage, but you want to make sure that you press the other skills before 6 because of the buffs, right? The buffs are really important. 5 has the Frenzy buff, 3 has the Accumulation buff, and 4 has the basic attack buff, and it also has a heal, which is pretty nice. Anywho, enough blathering. I'm going to unequip this CTP. It's finally time I spend crystals on something other than boost points in MFF, and we are going to give her... We're going to give her an obelisk. We're going to give her an obelisk, and we're going to see how hard she can clap. So we're back on stage 19. I want to get a pulse for the damage here. We didn't go too crazy with the obelisk. We went with a lightning, 25% lightning damage, 140 proc. So it could be better. But we're going to see here. Nice. We didn't get hit by the cage. Good. Just going to build up to the tier 3 here. Proc. There we go. Proc on 6. Nice. Look at that damage. Yeah. We're going to get hit by the... Yeah, we got hit by the next cage. That's okay. Rock on the 3. Delayed cancel 4. Boom. 20 seconds faster in the first phase. Yeah, it really matters. This is not my first run. This is like my third run. I had to cancel the other runs. It really matters what... like if you can land your procs, because if you can land your procs and what skills you can do before landing your procs, like doing 3, 5, and 4 before 6 does so much damage. But I definitely get the vibe, at least for me. As I get older, you know, my fingers aren't as fast to cancel anymore. Oh, there we go. We got the full. That's the full cancel. Nice. That's like 6 bars, dude. Wow. As I get older and my fingers are slowing down, it's harder for me to play some of these characters. Wow, she skipped the dragon face. Yeah, her damage potential is nutty. So when you're building up to the tier 3 on the second rotation, you want to oh, she doesn't have... Oh, right, she doesn't have invincibility on any of her skills except for her tier 3. Yeah, so you can't do this, you can't do the cage phase unless you have the tier 3 ready or unless you have the co-op skill. But when you're canceling into tier 3, you want to do 3, 4, 5. You want to land with 5 because 5 is the easiest to cancel into 6. Okay, don't do... I was doing 5, 3, 4, 6. Don't do that. Do 3, 4, 5, 6. I just did the 100-second challenge. I just beat that stage in 100 seconds with 1 support with a 140 proc. That's pretty nutty. Let me see. Oh, man, this is nice, dude. This is okay. This is gonna be kind of crazy, but let's see here. Jane is human, so let's see if she can do this stage here with double support. This is gonna be too hard for her. I think stage 19 requires CTPs almost guaranteed, but I've been hearing some really good things about Jane, and we know how good lightning damage can be versus Ultron. So let's see. Wow, that was the full proc. Like, we landed all of the skills. Let's see the proc, 140 proc with a tier 3. Oh, wow. Nice. Okay, he's going to optimize, unfortunately. But, we didn't proc there either. Wow. So the damage is good. I just have to solve the issue of optimization. Because clearly Jane, I mean, the tier 3, I think he iframed out of my tier 3 midway, and that's why he was in the middle. Let me just do a couple more rotations. We're not going to do the whole fight, but I just want to see her damage, because her damage looks good. Wow. Okay, here, let's see here. Oh, we have the tier 3 ready. Pop the tier 3 off. Okay, 1 bar. 2 bars. Nice. Almost 3 bars. Oh, but I proc the next rotation. Yeah, that's the other thing. You can accidentally proc the next rotation early by letting the tier 3 play out. It's exactly like Falcon. Oh, wow, she does have enough damage. The problem we have now is ooh, okay, I got hit by that. Gotta be careful here. Yeah, the problem we have now is optimization. But wow, damage-wise, she could probably do it. Holy cow. Wow. That's good. Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. I'm going to do more testing. I don't want to give her my final stamp of approval just yet, but I wanted to explain the rotations to you guys. I wanted to explain the build. I wanted to definitely steer you in the direction of PvE for this character, not PvP. And then I wanted to maybe soft confirm what some people have been saying, that she is Some people said she's as good as Thena. I don't want to go that far. I'm not going to go that far. Okay. I just want to tell you what other people have been saying. But I'm very happy with that. For such a low amount of energy attack, 42,000, I did not expect her to hit that hard. Especially against Ultron 19. That was 13 bars in 90 seconds. I think that's on pace to beat it. She might lose from letting him optimize too many times, but I'm seeing screenshots where they're comparing her damage to Sharon Rogers right now. Sharon Rogers, ladies and gentlemen. So keep your eyes peeled, keep your ears peeled for more Jane Foster content. But she looks like an absolute banger. She looks like maybe the hero version of Loki type beat with that crazy value. I don't know, maybe not Loki because he's for like dimension rifts and stuff, but you kind of get what I'm saying. Anywho, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And I'll see you on Twitch in a few hours. Take care.